Welcome back everyone. My name is Sudeep Mansali. In the last video, we completed this tab buttons designing. In this video, we will start designing this main body of the question paper form. Before starting the designing, you just observe one thing here. Whenever I click on the question tab, only that content will be shown here. It shows the input element to edit the question and the type of the option to be selected here. It works similar to accordion. Yeah, see here. Whenever I click on the open section 1, it shows the related content to that section 1. Whenever I click on open section 2, it shows only second content. We can customize this accordion to close all the contents before and open only the active tab or the active content here. So let us use this accordion to design this question form. To create one more component, inside the components folder, you open one more file, name it as question underscore form.js QUS question form.js, and also one more to add the styles. Question form.css. You save it. Inside the question form.js, create the functional component rfce. Now save the file and import all the icons that is required to design this radio button and the copy icon, trash icon, or required switch, add icon, and all these icons from material UI or react icons. Import crop original icon from a material UI icons. Select switch, checkbox icon, short text icon, and accordion. All these things should be imported. Also from React package, you import use state and use effect. These functions will be used to create the state for this component. Use effect. And also import the question form.css. Import question form.js. Inside this function, you add these elements: question form section, question title section, question form top, and the two input elements to get the form title and the form description. Class name is the question form top name, question form top description. Now you save the file and go to app.js file and add the question form component here. Question form. Just save the file and open the browser. Refresh it. Here you got two input elements to get the form name and the description. Now inside the question form.css, you add these styles. Question form, add the background f4, f4, f9 and height to 100%, padding bottom from 30px, and the section margin to the auto, and width is 50%. Now just save it. Here you observe the background color is changed and elements are centered. And next to question form top and question form top name, background color is set to white, border top for 8px solid, and the border radius 8px, padding top and bottom for 30px, left and right 25px, text transform to capitalize, and the input element question form top name we have styled like this: line height, font weight, font size, width, border and outline set to none, and we add only the border bottom of 1px, height is for 35px. Now we save the file. And question form top description is also reduce the height from 35 to 20px, and except that everything is kept same, and the margin top is also 10 px is added here. You just save the file and go to the browser. Here you see we completed the first top section. It has the untitled document. You can name it here, and the description you can add the form description here. Look at the section design here. This will be the section element. Within the section element we have the question boxes. Within that question boxes we will have the questions here. Inside the question form you define the state for the component. Here you make use of use state. It always returns the two things. Using the array destructuring we will set the data for questions, and the set question is the function that will keep updating the variable questions. This use state function is imported from React library, and this has the question text, question type, options, and within that options we have 4 options. That is with the property name object with option text. The question type is set to radio, and the question text is which is the capital city of Karnataka, and 2 more properties, open and required. Both take the boolean values. I set for open true and required for false. And also you define one more function, questions UI, that always return the new element here. Now in the below JSX code you add it dynamically. You call the function questions UI. Now you save the file and open the browser. Here you see the question boxes is rendered there. Now we will make the question form. Now inside the questions UI, questions dot map, this takes the function with the 2 parameters. QUES is the object that is present within the array of questions, and I is the index. This is the function. Add this accordion that is imported from the material UI, and set the expanded property to qs.open. Change it to accordion, DION, accordion, and also add the class name. When quest dot is question quest of I question of 8th index dot open. If the quest dot open is true value, the class name will be add border, otherwise the empty string. Inside the accordion, add accordion summary and set the properties area control for area control ID and the elevation of 1, and style it with the width 100%. Here you remove these flower braces and add parentheses here. Now save the file and also import the typograph from Material Core UI. You just add these things here from here inside the accordion summary. Whenever the questions dot open is set to true, then it will not display. If it is false, that property, then it will display this content here. With the class name saved for questions, with the typograph style this with the font size, font weight, and letter spacing and everything. And questions of index I dot question text will display the question, and this is the options. Since the option is an array, we will go through for all 4 options, and for each list item we will assign the key value with the index I, and style the next element with the display flex, and the form control label margin left is 5px and the bottom 5px, and you disable that form in control, and that input type will be question type, whether it is text or radio or the checkbox like that, and set the color property to primary, and the margin right is 3px, and the required is also false or true. that will be boolean, and that comes from type. And there is one more typograph that shows the option, that does show the option text here. No, it's not display, it's not showing here. Go to the code. Here you just remove this, and now you show. Now here, which is the capital city of Karnataka? Bangalore, Belgaum, Hubli and Mandya. This radio button is disabled. Look at the question. Question text is which is the capital city of Karnataka? Type is radio, and the options are Bangalore, Belgavi, Hubli and Mandya. And the open property is set to true and required is set to false. And the same thing is rendered in the browser. And below this accordion summary, add one more element, div class name, question boxes, and one more accordion details, and close that, and add the class name here, class name, and the class name here. Add question. Now add this question, add question top element here, and within that add the input text box with the class name question, and the placeholder is also question, and the value is set with the question text. Add the crop origin icon and the select element that is imported from the material UI with the class name select, and style it for color and the font size. And you also import this menu item from material UI here, material UI core menu item, and set that ID text and checkbox and radio. Value is also text, checkbox and radio. And here is one more subject icon, a checkbox icon and radio icon. All of them are margin right 10px, and the color is 70757A, and all of them are checked, the property is checked. And the first is the paragraph, checkboxes and multiple choice. This will be the add. Below this add question top, you add the options, add question body that hold all the options related for that question. Here the question type is equal to text, the input type will be the text type, and the margin right is 10px, and if that is false, the input type will be the text and the class name is text input, and the placeholder is option if the value is present there, and the value will be set here, and this is the crop original icon, and this is the close icon to delete that option. Open the question form.css, add the styles here, question boxes, display flex direction is row, and justify those contents to center, and the add question background color is set to white, border radius 8px, padding top and bottom 25px, left right 22px, text is transformed to capitalize, and again display is flex, the flex direction is column, width is 93%, and margin left is 10px. Now save the file. Now add question top, display set to flex direction is row, align item center, justify content space between. Now style the input element question with the box sizing border box, margin top 10px, font family font size, flex is 1, border and outline is set to none, color is black, height 40px, padding 10px, and the margin right line height, you set all these properties. When the question input element is focused, the bottom border is added and the background color is changed. Now add the style for the select box, select height is 40px, width 230px, border 0.5 px solid, and the padding top and bottom 5 px, left and right 15 px. Color is black. Set to RGBA 118, 118, 118, and the opacity is set to 1.3. And add question body, display flex align item set center, and the text input, the input element to edit the text option. Outline and border set to none. Height is 40 px, width 490 px. Font family, font size, font weight, and the color. And when the text input element is focused, the border bottom is added of 1.5 px. Save this CSS file and open the browser. Here you see which is the capital city of Karnataka. You can edit this question also, or something is set here. As the value property for this input element is fixed, you cannot change this question. I will show you later how to change this, how to edit this question. And here is the input for input element for options. With this close icon, you can remove that option. Here you can change the question type, checkbox, paragraph, or it's a multiple choice. Like below these options, you add the footer here. Add footer element, add question bottom left, and the add question bottom. That in the add question bottom left, text the button, and that is the text answer key, and the FC write up is the icon that you have already imported it, and the button size is small, and style it with the text transform none, color, font size, and font weight. And the add question bottom, within the icon button, you add the filter none icon to copy. Whenever user click on this icon, this BS trash icon, when the user clicks on this icon, that question will be removed from the question paper. And the span, it takes the switch, required switch. If the user check the switch button, the required is set to true, and the more word icon at the last. Now you can see at the bottom left, there is answer key with the icon, and to copy the question trash button required, and the switch. I will show you how to switch it, and the more word icon. Here we missed one more button to add a few more options here. I will add it now. Between the add footer and you add this question queues dot option dot length is less than 5. If the options length is less than 5, means more than 4 options are added, then this will not be displayed. The empty string will be there. Here it has the button add option. We can add here on a click event. When user clicks on the button, the new input element, means input text box, and the short icon with the type of the question that he has selected, whether it is radio or the checkbox. We will add the input element there. Now you save the file. You just open the browser. Here you see the add option. Add this one more style, add border. Border left 6px solid, and the color is set here. Save it. Open the browser. Here you see the whole border left is added here. The next video I show you how to edit and how to add the events to remove and copy the questions, and also how to add the question answer key for this. Thank you.